What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Donveto, vibe with Donveto. All is well today. Praise the Lord. Y'all know what it is about me. But let me tell y'all something about the streets nobody talks about, right? So most people fall in the streets, put it like that. A lot of people fall in the streets because of codes. You know what I'm saying? And when I say codes, I mean like when I was out there, we had codes. Me and my guys, we had codes. Like we followed our codes too. Like certain things we did, but we did with a code. We could say one thing and everybody knew to move. You know what I'm saying? Like without even hesitation. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like if I'm chilling and I'm running around with a chick or something like that, right? And one of my dudes need me for some reason, and he hit me, I got to break out. Wasn't no, nah, how about later? Give me no. We had to break out because we know when the calls came, it was for a reason. It wasn't just a regular call. You know what I'm saying? And dudes ain't just calling just to be calling. You know what I'm saying? So we stuck to that. Dudes of today, they fall in the streets because they all over the place with it. They don't have no code. They ain't got no rules. The respect level is like, it's not really there like it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, the truth about respect is that you got to respect the game, number one. You got to respect your team, and you got to respect the process. Real hustlers, they do all that. They respect all that. Them dudes that is out there running crazy, they don't have no respect for none of them things. And that's why a lot of dudes fall in the streets, because of the respect ain't right, and their codes and their morals is off, And even today, like, if you out there hustling today, and I don't knock dudes what they do, don't get it twisted, because I have my time. But if you out there hustling today, you're taking a lot of risk for less money. Back in my day, dudes was eating. I mean, really eating. Dudes was eating so much, like, we was bragging about how we was eating and where we was at. Because everybody was eating. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot more respect. Even though you wasn't what these dudes was doing, and they wasn't what you was doing, we had that respect for each other, though. We see each other, yo, what's up, how you? How you, man? You know what I'm saying? Like them shoes, my guy. We have respect, Dudes right now be hating on each other, plotting on each other, lining dudes up. Like the street life is twisted. And dudes is going to always be hustlers out there. They still going to be moving and shaking. They don't care what I'm saying right now, but that's their choice. But I'm telling you right now, if you out there hustling, especially if you over 50, you bugging. You wilding, man, for real, man. But to each his own. To each his own. But you already know things happen in the game. We ain't got to talk about that. Things happen in the game. And if you do get twisted up, if you're 50 and you get caught out there 10, 20 or more, your life is over. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like I said, you're not getting the money we was getting back then. So back then, you might think about it, because like dudes was eating fast, daily, heavy. Like we was buying our own cars, man. We wasn't leasing cars. We wasn't leasing and financing back then. We was buying them with cash. And dudes had more than one car. I had at one time, I had like 5 cars. No capping. They all wasn't brand new, but it was 5 cars. Maybe 2 of them was new. The other ones, moving and shaking vehicles. But still in all, we was spending cash on it, and we was getting them all done up. We had TVs in our cars in the 90s, before the car dealerships was even getting them. We had Sony TVs up in our head, on the visors and all that. Yeah. Sega Genesis under the seat. Dudes don't know about that. We, one of the original dudes, the original guys that come from the era of dudes tricking their cars out and all that. You understand what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get into all that. But and that forms a lot of jealousy in the streets. That forms a lot of jealousy, and it destroys people. It destroys people because you count the next man's pockets. You're not supposed to count the next man's pockets, man. Count your pockets. Don't worry about what the next man doing. It's another thing. That's why I be a lot of drama in the streets. A lot of dudes be telling and hating and all that type of stuff. Because you count the next man's pockets. From one hustler to the next, you know, you eat your way, I eat my way, even though I ain't about that life no more, but that's how I was. You know? But street life is oh man, I don't, man. Street life ain't all that, man. Them days is like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Them days is yesteryears, man. I wish y'all brothers, man, use your smarts, man. Get a job, man. Get an LLC. Get a corporation and put that shit to real work. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. I mean, there's a lot of ways, man, you could be successful and you can make a lot more money if you was legit. You know what I'm saying? You know, and this is like the street lesson of the day. You know, every day I'm going to come on and I'm gonna talk about some real stuff because these conversations not being had, and a lot of brothers, you know, they not paying attention to what's going on out here for real. You know, they really not paying attention. And I just figured I had to start my Vibe with Donveto podcast back up because I want to talk some real stuff. I want to, you know, street lessons of, you know, for guys who might need to hear this conversation. You know what I'm saying? You know, and, you know, because I learned from experience, man. You know, my stuff is experience. And it's a shame, man, you know, that if you hustling out there, right, but you're not thinking about the consequences, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because we on Rikers Island, you know, our team is on Rikers Island and stuff like that. And, you know, we got the whole West facility. We've been out there for like 2 years. And we see the guys. We in the units. You know what I'm saying? We in the units. Let me show you. We in the units. No capping. And we got an anti-gang violence program. See this here? That's Rikers Island. Looking like some cop, right? But that's our IDs to get on the island. You know, and we go there and we go talk to the young brothers, you know, and we, you know, we help them get their mind right, you know, like, you know, we talk to them about their cases, you know, if they going up north, get their mind right about, you know, what they gonna have to go through when they go upstate, you know, just how to live in jail, period, you know, what to stay away from. Some of the guys that's coming home fighting their cases, you know, how to, if they get blessed to come home, how to get a job, resume, how to, you know, how to learn how to be better citizens, man. You know, the gang guys, you know, like, yo, cut it out. Stop the violence. Stop hurting your own people. You know what I'm saying? Like, these jails are built just so guys who out there doing wrong can live in them. You know what I'm saying? Guys like me who did wrong. I had to live in there. And I got tired of it. That's why I turned my life around. But in order to turn your life around, on your way out, before you come out, you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan on what you're going to do. Because if you don't come on with a plan and execute it properly, you're going back in. You know, so streets and prison is things that I'm going to be talking about throughout my time when I come on. This is what I'm going to be talking about. I'm staying in this lane. You know, I'm trying to help brothers get their mind right. So slowly but surely, I'm not going to pour it all at one time, but I'm going to be getting to the things about the streets, drugs, guns, violence, hating, discriminating, you know, jealousy, loyalty, you know, survival. I'm going to be touching on these things, you know, because you can make a mistake in the streets and it can cost you everything. Some dudes get life. Some dudes just life. I know a lot of dudes in there that got life. We go on the island. We go there every week. You know? And dudes like, you know, they like, damn, OG. I'm like, yo, man, I wish I would have knew you sooner, but right now you got to weather the storm. Why they got to be you? I just can't stay home and figure it out, man. And think before you move. Think before you move. The consequences is there. And you ain't getting no real money. So you taking this risk, you ain't getting no real money. You understand what I'm saying? You taking this risk, you ain't getting no real money. It's not worth it. Get a regular job, man. You got your family. You're leaving your family behind. Your mom's getting old. She older than you, so she getting old. She gonna need you at some point. Your kids. You go to jail, can't help nobody, man. Dudes are sleeping in right? Because dudes are sleeping in little beds, little thin-ass mattresses, stuff like that. You know? They don't got no movement. When I was in there, you had movement. Go to yard, go to there, here, and there, they don't got no movement. They come out for sick call, for religious services. They come out 1 hour rec. And the rest of the day, they sitting in the day room or they sitting in by their beds just talking, making soups. Soups with chicken and fish and thinking that's a whole meal. That ain't no meal. That's survival. And it's unhealthy. It's very unhealthy. You know all that sodium that's in them packs and stuff like that? But they got to eat. Because the food they serve them, when they bring the trays around and all that's garbage. So this the things that's going to happen if you stay in these streets. You're either going to get murdered, you're going to get robbed, or you're going to jail. Is it worth it? Can't be with your girl. Can't be with your family. Can't live your own life. Can't turn your own TV. It's sickening, man, you know. And I got to talk, man, because a lot of these young kids out here wilding. Like, I turn on the news, I watch a lot of news, and these young kids be out here wilding, man, shooting each other up, man. Like, they don't care. When we was young, we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We like, yo, you got to be, let's see if we can chop this up, talk about it, because you can't have money. You can't get money and have beef at the same time. Because once you start getting beef, your money changes. Your money get funny. It's best to go talk it out and see if you can talk it out. And a lot of times, a lot of these crimes that's happening with these young people, they could talk it out if they tried to talk it out. They're not trying to talk it out. They just shooting. And then they hitting innocent bystanders, not even hitting their targets. You know, and it bothers me. It bothers me because I'm getting it from both sides. Like, you know, we got a mentorship program, right? That we got like 35 kids that we mentor to keep them on the right path. And we got a good batch of kids, right? You know, in our foundation and stuff like that. And then also, we on Rikers Island, so we can see what can happen if you don't listen. So we getting it from both sides. The ones that didn't listen and the ones that's listening. Prevention. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna be doing this for a while. Because I got a spiritual awakening, you know, and I've been hearing it in my head that I need to get on here, you know, and talk and try to reach some people. When I can reach one person a day, I did my job. I'm coming on daily. Yes, I'm coming on daily, and I'm going to talk. You know, if y'all want to get in touch with me and stuff like that, you know, you can, and you want to, something you want me to talk about, or you feeling my energy, you just hit me vibing with Donveto at gmail.com. Vibing with Donveto at gmail.com. And I'll hit you back. I got a lot of resources. I can help a lot of people, trust me. You know, y'all see me on social media and all that stuff, Beat 139 Family and all that. We got our show. We doing movies. You know, we do a lot of things. We heavy in the community and all that. But this is a personal thing for me right here. Because this is This is personal. I got to deliver this message on the regular. So I had to relaunch my Vibe with Donveto show. You can look on here and you can see that I've done interviews on here with different people and stuff like that. But this is not about interviewing right now. This is all about me talking, you know. Vibe with Donveto podcast. I'm going to be talking to whoever want to hear it. And you want to hear what I got to say. Because I have a lot of experience with the streets. I have a lot of experience with prison. And I know ways, and I got tools that's going to help you to stay positive out here and do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been home since 2005, and I've been living a straight life. You know, best of my abilities, the grace of God. And I'm going to continue to live like that. But at the same time, I can't forget what I've been through. So they say no man left behind. So I'm trying to pick up some of the people I don't want to leave you behind. I'm here. God got me here for a reason. He got me here just for me. He got me here to help dudes too. Not just dudes, women too. You know, because women have their problems too. I got a lot of information I can help people with. Real talk. A lot of information. There ain't no cap in here. My story is real. And I'm going to get into that as we go. You know, but this is just the beginning. So I want to get y'all to feel me. I'm not chasing views and I'm not chasing all that other type of stuff. But I want y'all to like it because I'm telling you it's worth liking. And I want you to share it. You understand? And tell a friend, tell your friend, tell your friend, tell your family. But Donveto is on here with some powerful stuff. Some black facts, some prevention stuff, and stuff that's going to get your mind right. Whether you want to hear it or not, it's the truth. Stop the nonsense, people. Stop. Live right. Life is short. People dying every day. People dying every day. From health reason alone. People dying. Young. You're supposed to be burying your parents. They ain't supposed to be burying you. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? Think everything is all right? Come on, man. Come on. This is real stuff in our black and brown communities, man. We smart people. We get money. We fly. We can do all that. You go to jail, you ain't doing none of that. If you die, everything is done. Another thing, before I close out, right? I'm going to be back on tomorrow. Every day. With a lesson. And a message. And real stories. Right? Because I'm going to get into some stories too. You know, we got a war going on over these countries out here, right? And United States, we got the power and stuff like that, but that don't mean that United States have been in war in a long time. Iran made a statement like United States got to be prepared for a long fight. Like these people fight all their life. You know, so we got to be careful out here too, because after a while, some of that stuff might be triggering over here. You know, so y'all going to war against each other, y'all better stick together because we might have to hold each other down home. You understand what I'm saying? And this is real talk. Watch the news, pay attention. See what's going on, world news. Watch the news. Don't just watch YouTube all the time. Watch the news and see what these politicians is doing because they don't care about us. They building bunkers and all kind of stuff. You know, bunkers, that's money. All these rich people, ball players and Hollywood people and all that, they got money to get them bunkers and all that. People in the community ain't got that money, man. So if something trigger off over here, what you gonna do? Where you gonna run to? This is real talk. I need y'all to pay attention out here. Do better. Educate yourself. Open up your own business. Help people out. You know, and let's get some of the young G's back, man. Let's win their respect back. You know, let's help these young guys because they think we forgot about them. They say we forgot about them. That's why they be doing a lot of stuff they doing. That's just what they talking about. Young dude told me, yo, OG, we don't expect to live past 25. I said, huh? You don't expect to live past 25? What you mean? What do you mean you don't expect to live past 25? I don't get it. That's someone who's troubled and need a hug. They need some love. You understand what I'm saying? And I got to talk to the parents, right? Because the parents, you got to pay attention. I don't know, man. My mom's was on my back when I was a little kid, right? I'm on my son's back. You know, I know I could tell if they up to something or they right and wrong. I could tell all that because I know my kids. Y'all got to pay attention to your kids. You know, somebody came on made a comment the other day to me and says, because the parents is out there in the bars smoking hookah, you know, drinking. They ain't watching their kids. This is what they doing. Could that be you? Check your kids' homework. Check to see if your kids went to school. Did they make it to class? Get the teachers' numbers. Find out. Are they doing their homework? You know? Check their closets. They got a lot of red. They got a lot of black. They wear masks. Look for signs. You got to do this. You don't know what your kids is doing when they outside. My mother ain't know what I was doing when I was outside. She was at work anyway. A lot of this stuff can change, but it got to come from the house. I don't know, sometimes the house can't control the kid, but it got to come from the house first, and then the house got to get in touch with people to assist them if their kid is a problem. That's the deal with the kids, man. It got to come from the house, and then the help that they have outside house, like mentorship programs like ours, or like teachers and all this type of stuff. You know, in school, then they know that, you know, you can get that. It takes a village, you know, to raise a kid. The older brothers that's out there doing their 1s and 2s, there's a 1 and 2. Yeah. But there's a 3, 4, 5, and a 6. And them, you don't know what them 3, 4, 5s, and 6 are. You know? State, fed, hit up, dead. Those are 3, 4, 5s, and 6s. Why put yourself at risk, man? For what? When you can get a job, man. I know jobs don't pay that much. They ain't paying that much because you ain't doing nothing for it to pay that much. You got to get educated. You got to work your hand. You got ChatGPT. They got Google. You can learn stuff quick. Information is right there. Not when we came, but we had to figure it out. We ain't have GPS. We didn't have Waze and all that, man. We had to figure it out. Got to figure it out. Get right with your life. Get right with your life. This is what I'm doing. I'm coming on talking to the people. This what you saw on my poster is what I'm doing. Because I care. I'm not even gonna act like I care. So I'm doing it with because I'm self-motivated by that. But God is in my spirit and He's pushing me to be a teacher. That's why He spared me. Because He want me to help people, you know, not just help myself. He want me to help other people. And He's saying I could do a lot. I can reach a lot of people if I talk. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk. You see what I'm saying? And this is like real. This is coming from here. I'm not even playing with it. You know, we got our show, B139. We doing phenomenal things over there. But I got to do this personal because we don't do that there. You understand what I'm saying? This is a personal thing I got to do. It's kind of like a testimony, but it's also about saving lives. And I want to save lives, save young lives, and I want to save some of the older lives too. You know what I'm saying? Because the older dudes know what I'm talking about, and I'm keeping it all the way real. Till we talk again, till we meet again. The vibe with Donveto. Y'all have a safe day. Praise the Lord. I'll see y'all soon.